Okay, Joe, things are moving in Dolphin land, man. They're moving along, and they're not wasting any time.
Jon-Eric Sullivan's been busy.
Oh man, Jon-Eric and Jeff Hafley, getting his input into it. And look, I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. But first, we got to like Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, our great sponsor, Chris Atkins. Takes really good care of us.
Everybody goes in there.
Teddy Morris. I mean, nothing better than Teddy Morris. And again, Cadillac, GMC, Buick, Chevrolet, whatever you want, they've got a ton of inventory, and the service is second to none.
Yeah, can't say enough about those guys at the top that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
But it's the products, it's the service.
Yeah.
Man, you get great deals. I know we bought different cars, Buicks
Yeah.
and Chevys and everything else from those guys. They really do a great job.
Yeah. So look, I mean, if you're down here in the South Florida area, I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you don't stop into Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. But so let's go back to the Dolphins now. These guys, I like what they're doing. So just yesterday, Tyreek, you knew that was going to happen.
That was coming.
Chubb not officially off, but as soon as the March is the start of the new year,
And they get the most out of the cut.
Then I think they
do it for salary cap
but
purposes.
Chubb is gone.
Yeah.
Nick Westbrook and Keeney gone, and James Daniels. And James Daniels. So James Daniels was an $8 million hit last year, right?
Yes.
He was an $8 million.
Yeah.
Played 3 plays.
Right.
So he got paid $2.6 million.
You did the math coming over here.
Math.
You did.
I did the damn fucking math. $2.6 million a play. Joe, $2.6 million, you and I could probably combine our total, all the money we made in the NFL.
Oh, not even close.
And it wouldn't even
not even close.
For one play. and he was a dog. I'm going to tell you, he was a dog. I don't care what he said. You want to come and say something to me, I'll call you a dog in your face.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it. Apparently, they thought the same thing. They
Yeah.
weren't waiting for a year or two to see if
Yeah.
he was going to come back healthy.
But I like what they're doing. I like they're being deliberate, and none of these are really any surprise.
No.
But I just like it's a different feel. It's a feel like they've got a plan and they've got a structure and they got things that they're looking forward. Especially now you're getting to you're coming into the draft top and
Right
all
around
these,
the corner.
right around the corner, and all these mock drafts. You've gone through the combine. You've gone through or you haven't gone through the combine.
It's coming up.
another week or so.
Yeah.
But you've gone through all the Senior Bowl, all of those types of things, and then you'll have the pro days and stuff like that. But so there's Jon-Eric Sullivan's neck deep right now in what's going on.
He's got a great game plan, though. And by the way, fresh. We got new thoughts. We got new people in important positions, starting at the top. But listen, Bo, it needs to be cleaned up. I don't know how else to say it nicely, but we had a cap mess that needs to be. The guys we're talking about, listen, I'd love to keep Bradley Chubb. His number, he's one of the best players on the defense last year. Clearly their best pass rusher. But he's got a big number, Bo.
And like some other guys on this team, he's a guy that wants to play. He wants to be good. He's a leader. He's a guy that's going to go out and play as hard as he can. And so I would love to have him back. I'd love.
But the numbers, Bo, they're way over, and they're trying to get this thing back under control. And they still got the big Tua hit. That's the biggest that's coming. So they're trying to work around it, and that leads to, hey, if you do like Malik Willis, like a lot of people think, the former backup quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, they know better than anybody.
Yeah.
And Bo, they're trying to figure out if they can afford him. If they do like him, they might not be able to. There's a lot of teams looking for quarterbacks.
So let's talk about that. I mean, look, like you said, and I've said this before, is that if anyone knows him, they know him.
They know better than anybody.
They know what he is. They know what
the head coach saw him every day in practice.
Knows what he can do. But boy, I coming in like a $20 million, $25 million number. That's you got to juggle that thing in there, and I don't know if if his agent's going to be willing to take less. I don't know what he's going to do on the open market. But boy, I tell you, it's and then they're going to draft some quarterbacks. Probably not in the second or third round, but I would guess somewhere beyond that. They're going to bring at least one or two. Going to be a bunch of free agents. They're going to be a crowded room.
The only thing I would say on behalf of Malik Willis, if they like him, and again, they'll know him.
Well, yeah.
If he's the one guy of all these free agents, of all the guys you could trade for, the older veteran guys that are going to be back up somewhere, he's the one guy to me that's got the most upside to potentially not be a Band-Aid here, but be the future quarterback with a great arm. He can run. And again, that decision's got to be made. You may miss, but if you think that guy's got a chance, we got to start taking those kind of guys.
This group right now, if they go in and they pay him what he wants, that's going to tell you what they think of him.
Oh yeah,
that's going to tell you exactly what they think. If they start kind of chipping away and maybe then maybe you waffle a little bit, or maybe you do maybe you get smart and you're able to get him for a little bit less. But I think that's going to be there. If they give him a good salary, I think that that's going to say, hey, we're putting the stamp on him, and he's our guy, and anybody else comes in here has got to kind of figure out if they can push him out.
Yeah, no, I would agree. By the money he's paid, you will know if the Dolphins do take him, the money that's going to take. You'll have a pretty good feel for how they feel about him. Yes.
And so, Joe, the other conversation certainly we had with you last week when I was on your show was talking about that interior defensive front. I'm pretty set on let's keep these guys, and let's instead of getting another inside tackle, let's go ahead and find a pass rusher. Maybe another offensive lineman or two.
Cover corner.
And get a cover corner's got to be, to me, cover corner got to be first, second pick, right?
Yeah.
First round pick, second round pick, because they need a shutdown guy.
Yeah.
Right.
They do. I totally agree. I'm looking, they're going to be looking at 4 or 5 different positions, best player.
Yeah.
I think the offensive line, getting a guard tackle, whether way you want to start, I think you add that guy. And if he has to start, if you like your tackle situation, let him start at guard and work him out when you have to. There's just a lot of things. I think we got to get better on the offensive line, though.
Well, so look, you've got holes. You've got holes, and certainly in the right guard is a hole. Your center and your left tackle, you're pretty good there. You hope for Savaianaya that he can, but there's no guarantee on that. And the one guy that if you could, and look, if you can be confident that Austin Jackson is going to come here, going to play because he played well when he played, and he's going to be able to be on the field for a bigger percentage of the snaps. Okay, if not, I worry about that spot. I worry about that hole over there.
Well,
and why not? What have we seen?
That's got to be a tough decision when they're sitting there in those meetings. Austin Jackson, that might be one of the toughest decisions they have to make.
Yeah.
How many games can he stay? Is he durable? Can we count on the guy to make it through almost 100% of the season? Yeah,
you like to see him. You like to see him play 80% of the snaps minimum, right? Get these how many Aaron Brewer. I don't think Aaron Brewer was ever out of the game.
He plays hurt.
And I don't think Patrick Paul was ever out of the game.
Aaron Brewer plays hurt. We've seen him banged up, and he stays in there, wants to play.
Yeah.
Patrick Paul's one of the special guys on this team right now. But, Bo, there's 4 or 5 positions you can go to on this team. Take the best player. I don't think you can go wrong in first couple picks.
Yeah, no doubt. So, hey, we'll see. But I got there's a different feeling, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think when you walk around South Florida and people, and everybody talk, everybody comes up, hey, what do you think about the coaches and this and that? I just think there's a different, maybe it was stale. Maybe stale with Chris, stale with Mike, and new blood. I think people feel it, and you can kind of feel it in the air.
The biggest problem you have is you're asking your fans to be patient again.
Yeah.
And so I get a little bit of that. People are a little frustrated with it. But listen, I said, give these guys a chance. I think they know what they're doing, but they can't do it overnight.
You know what? I'm going to just say this goddamn National Football League. You can be in the depths. You can be in the doldrums at the end of the year. But in a month's time, you're going, hey, I think we're going to be pretty good. I think we got.
Oh no! After a draft,
we get some. Oh yeah, we get right back in here.
Hey, you get 1 or 2 free agents and a good draft class. You go. I was looking at this. If we can stay healthy, we're gonna have a chance. Yeah, we can compete with these guys.
We got Jordan Brooks. We got Dotson back there. We got these guys. We got a lot of good stuff. So it's funny how hope springs eternal in the National Football League, no matter where you are.
Yeah. But that quarterback thing. We got to solidify that thing. We got to figure that one out for sure.
You know how you might need to figure that out is get Bobby from Villa Italia Bakery to send some of these coffee cakes and
with a cup of coffee and that coffee cake of his.
Yeah, man, the coffee cake.
We could talk football all day with that.
He sent me a bag of frozen Sfogliadelle, and I don't know if you and I put them in the oven every day. And boy, I tell you, those things are. You know, we had the contest to win the cookies for Valentine's Day. My brother won. My brother, and look, it wasn't.
You didn't set that up.
No, it wasn't a setup.
Bow campers can't be trusted.
And so he saw when we gave him the list of the people that won them, and all the people were very happy about it. He saw my brother's name. Now he's sending them the coffee cakes too.
He's just like you, man. He worked them. He's good.
No. He did it on the up and up. And so So
from California, boy, that's good.
Remember VillaItaliaBakery.com. Bojo, put that in the code, and you get 20% off it. And they send it everywhere. Send it all over the world. And when you get it, Joe, you open up that thing. It's like they just cooked it. Just came out of the oven.
Coffee cake is the leader in the house right now. Yeah, it's good.
All right, so that's going to do it for this version of Out the Pasture. Joe, we'll see you again next week.
Hey, man, the league that never sleeps, brother.
Man. No.
What's next?
You know, it's a league. At this point, it's kind of the league of breaking news. Almost every day, something breaks.
They had it. They owned it. They owned it yesterday.
As long as these players don't break their leg before the season starts. We'll see you next time.